Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look again on the cryptocurrencies. The situation hasn't changed very significant, so actually it's minor update, mostly dedicated to daily intraday performance, because on the high time frames we mostly have the same picture. Also, I would like to just remind you that we have prepared the fundamental report for Bitcoin market. So lots of interesting stuff there. Actually, many traders and analysts currently confirms our long-term suggestion that market could drop to the 10,000 area on average. So it's from 8 to 12 area supposedly, based on the factors that we have. So we just have taken a look a bit in depth situation on the mining, what the miner business now has, what problems it has, so why it might be vital for Bitcoin performance as well, because this is a specific topic for particular for the cryptocurrencies, overall investors sentiment, situation in economy. So all this moment have created the background for the Bitcoin market. On the technical side, if you remember, we said that 12 even area, 20 even area here is vitally important. It's just because from the technical point of view, if market will break it, it returns back to the previous trading consolidations between 4 and 20 area. So it'll be a new trading range for Bitcoin market. So currently market, as you can see, July month stands inside of the June, so we do not have yet big downside continuations. Mostly markets calling around this area, but our suggestion that this should happen sooner rather than later. And indeed market could keep dropping because our nearest target stands at 12 approximately, as we're watching for it. On the weekly chart, we also do not see yet a strong downside continuation because this recent 2 extends inside one to this, but with the logic of the ABCD patch and market already hits the minor extension, shows minor pullback, and now stands in the halfway to the OP. It means that we have an extension mode here, which suggests that well, it should gravitate to the target, and it means that within the time been passing, market will approach to the OP and keep going. Here's, by the way, target is OP, so we're talking about 23 area. Market is not a reversal, so actually it already has no significant fib levels. So actually this is some kind of the free space, only some sentiment, changing on the fundamental background, release of the important events might make impact on the situation currently. All technical tools already is hosting, so and if overall background and situation remains the same, we will see downward continuation approximately in the same pace as there. Also, those of you who are trade on the high time frame, so take a look, as this previous drop was nicely looking thrust, as this one is also nicely looking thrust, and if occasionally Bitcoin on some factor will show the more or less meaningful pullback, that might be the object for considering bread and butter sell pattern, for example. So it's also you could keep an eye on. Now let's take a look at the most interesting stuff, actually performance in the short term. On the daily chart, after the breakout of the pennant here, we do not see really fast acceleration. But here I would like to attract your attention and pay attention to important moment. That take a look that based on the MACD indicator, you have the bullish trend, but you do not have the performance of the market in the same direction. So if you take a look at the MACD predictor, you will see that market is tending lower while the MACD shows the bullish trend. This is kind of the bearish dynamic pressure, and it suggests that market should taken out of these lows. In what manner this will happen, this is the separate questions, a different question. So whether this will be just wash and rinse and return back and shows deeper retracement, or market will just break it down, keep going lower, which means in current situation, well, more probable. But anyway, this is the bearish combination. This is not a divergence, guys. It's usually we treat in a opposite direction, suggesting that yes, it's divergence, so market should show the deep upward direction. No, this is this kind of the divergence by the Judd Napoli framework suggests that this is bearish dynamic pressure and suggest probable more acceleration, because it indicates that the bears are pressing on the market, pushing low despite that trend points to the upside. Another confirmation we already talked about this last week is failure of the hand shoulders pattern. So recall what market should fail, should form, and recall what will happen, what has happened as a result of this. So just downward action here. It's not very fast, but this is definitely not the way how situation should develop when the market is forming hand shoulders. This is bearish picture, and it also failure on the hand shoulders, as you know, suggests taking out of these lows. What particular factor will trigger this drop is difficult to say currently, but technically currently I wouldn't consider taking any long position by far on the Bitcoin. For taking the short position, well, it's also not very simple. It's just because when you see this type of action, it's very slow, choppy. It's difficult to rely on some patterns, some levels, or something of that sort. So, but still, maybe, well, personally, I just found that maybe this stuff might be interesting to you. This is hourly chart. Let's take a look. Potentially, here might be the butterfly being formed with the first target around 18 even. This will be 127 extension. 1618 will be and 1618 will be already supposedly below the lows, right? This will be somewhere around 1720. It's right there. So, but first let's take a look at the first around 18 even. The only question here is what the shape of the right arm, right wing will be. Whether this will be just downside right from there, so market start dropping, or potentially it might try to form the ABCD pattern. In this case, the wing of the butterfly will be a bit different, so it will start right from here. So, and this is the, well, if you plan to take the short position, this is the riddle that you will have to answer. So how you would better to deal with the situation. The most simple way is to compromise, just take the minor position right now. If market shows pull back to the 20 even area and then 618 resistance, so you could add them more to your position and start trading butterfly right from here. Most conservatives that do nothing and wait when this ABCD will be formed. If ABCD will be formed, it's also give you regardless triple to sell pattern here. It also will be the pattern that you could try to use on intraday trading for taking the short position. So that's actually the only more or less interesting pattern that we have currently on the intraday charts. So let's keep watching how it will turn.